There, so today we have another review, and this is beer courtesy of Cam, so thank you so much. Sent us a couple cans and a really special one. So this is Fremont Dark Star. Fremont is a bourbon barrel aged Dark Star. Fremont is based out of Seattle, and this is their bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. And this one is a special version brewed with chocolate, vanilla, and maple syrup. So let's dig into this one.
Ooh, 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously, it's only March.
Yeah, big oatmeal stout, a bunch of blends in there. ABV, I'm not sure. Oh, ABV rocks at 13.1.
Hold on. Let's just appreciate the bottle because it is pretty. I mean, obviously, it's a hand-dipped bottle.
Yeah, looks really cool. Nice kind of matte finish on that. Mm-hmm. Wax top as well, and unfortunately, this bottle opener is not very good. I did get the scissor to try to get in there, but didn't really get far enough, did I? I got it. Sorry, guys.
Look at this amateur.
I don't like the bottle opener.
You like your bottle opener, then use yours.
I don't think I brought mine. My nice one someone stole, I think so. Okay, there we go. I have the wine key in the car for work, so.
All these excuses. It's all over.
I didn't get any wax in the bottle, so that's the important part. We have it warmed up. It's been sitting out for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Wonderful carb on that. Beautiful. What color is that when it pours out? Very dark.
It's basically black.
This beer is basically black, yeah. Really dark beer, and to sort of tell by how dark the head is, it's a very dark head, right?
Yeah.
That is pretty much as dark, almost as dark as you can get with beer head.
It feels thick, swirling it even.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the as the head sort of moves around in the carbonation, you can see how viscous this is, like how high gravity it is. Finishing gravity of this. Let's get on this one.
Mm-hmm. So right off the bat, I get the maple syrup. I get
the bourbon.
Cinnamon. Well, yeah, that.
That first nose is just bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. Just that like decadent, delicious kind of Bourbon County-esque kind of note to it. Mm-hmm. Sorry, the mic that close. So you should talk a little bit louder and have the mic a little bit closer.
Yeah, no. So I get like cinnamon. I get vanilla.
Yeah,
I get maple syrup. I get the bourbon. Like the woodiness of the barrel.
Just that like luxurious, like sexy aroma of just like bourbon and then chocolate.
So
and
apparently
and
I need to start just wearing beer under my armpit.
It's already nice. There's a wonderful kind of ice cream vanilla note to this one, like vanilla bean ice cream.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of nutty.
Nutty, yeah.
Like pecan pie type thing.
A lot of chocolate stouts they end up very like chunkily chocolate smelling. This doesn't really have that.
Right.
It's actually nice and sneaky. And the maple syrup's actually not that obvious in those, see?
The maple syrup, to me, I smell it.
I can sort of smell that, yeah, a little bit.
Probably because I'm not a huge fan of maple syrup.
There's a breakfast maple syrup kind of thing. Just hint in there. The aroma is absolutely insane. It's fantastic.
Just at like the perfect temperature.
This is thick.
Very thick. Again, I get like that cinnamon spice, like allspice type thing going on.
So I think that's maple syrup. There's no cinnamon in here.
I know, but it tastes like there's like some kind of cinnamon thing.
And then do you get the marshmallow flavor from vanilla added? Mm-hmm. There's a really nice kind of marshmallowy, kind of vanilla rye, fundamental observation vanilla pearl barrel.
Kind of. I mean, if we're gonna go that direction, I could kind of see like maybe like a s'mores type thing going on.
S'mores.
With the honey graham cracker.
Good woodiness driving throughout. Mm-hmm. The chocolate is actually not that obvious, which I like. I think this could be too overpowering by the chocolate. The vanilla is actually probably the most prominent of the flavors of the addition between vanilla, chocolate, and maple.
Yeah, vanilla. I mean, I still get quite a bit of maple.
Yeah, after the vanilla hits, the maple comes in, a woody kind of like.
Oh goodness.
And then the heat of the bourbon helps dry out the beer. Mm-hmm. Very sneaky for 13%. Really has 13.
Oh, we're going to bed after this.
Oh yeah, that's my plan for sure. I'm going to sleep real good. Wow. Ooh. Impact of flavor. Reminds me of some of those. Some of those bottle-logic beers that were sent to us, and then also the Bourbon County beers that we reviewed earlier this year.
I don't think that this is necessarily comparable to the Bourbon County because the flavors are so different to me, and I felt like Bourbon County was a lot thicker. Like to me, Bourbon County was like syrupy.
This is
was actually kind of a turnoff to me.
This is a little less stickily sweet,
right?
and a little bit more dry from the bourbon, I want to say. A little bit more heat to it.
Yeah, I think this is more up my alley as far as like, if I'm going to have a bourbon barrel aged stout, this is more up my alley. I don't like super sickly sweet. I don't like, something that like is going to hang around on my palate for 15 minutes. Like, I don't like it. And I guess it's just because like, I don't know. I guess I don't even know why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't like those kinds of features in a beer. So, maybe that's why I'm more driven towards like IPAs and things like that, and not even like the Imperial or double or triple IPAs as much as Darwin. But this is like, to me, this is like a prime bourbon barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
This is everything that I would look for in a bourbon barrel aged stout.
What's your final impression and rating? But like, what do you think about the additional flavors? Do you like the flavors? Would you remove any of them, change any of them?
Honestly, I kind of would. I kind of wish that there was like maybe a little bit more heat to this.
No, this is enough heat to this.
I don't mean alcohol heat.
Oh.
I mean like pepper. Like
you'd like to throw in cinnamon or pepper in here.
Yeah, like maybe like some Mexican hot chocolate type thing going on because it already kind of is like hinting in that direction.
With
and
the vanilla chocolate.
Right. It's like already kind of hinting in that direction. So I kind of feel like maybe, it could be even more interesting with a little bit of heat on there that I think that would kind of maybe bring out some of the maple flavor as well to me. Other than that, I mean, there isn't much I would really change about this.
Yeah. If
anything. I mean, and that's just a suggestion. Like, I would just, some cayenne would be cool.
Yeah.
So this seems like, but, I feel like this is made exactly the way that they intended to make it. And therefore it's perfect, so, I hate to say I would change anybody's art. My rating, I'm going to give this a 94, 96.
Okay. This for me is pretty crazy. It's very, very, very good. I am, first off, not the biggest fan of bourbon barrel aged vanilla stouts. I don't think, honestly, you really need the vanilla. I really like the interaction of straight cask and imperial stout. So, vanilla, even though this is not vanilla rye or fundamental, it's still just very showy. It is a lot of fudgy, kind of like desserty, marshmallowy kind of flavors in your imperial stout. So it's actually quite thick. It's quite intense on that note. The maple syrup, I think, could shine a little bit more. I would like that. I'm decently fond of that flavor. I like where the chocolate is at because I honestly don't think that chocolate needs to be added to a lot of these imperial stouts. I hate the fact that it just tastes like
so thick. Like, yes.
Yeah, it gets gloopy and like it doesn't play well with the roast. You don't need more chocolate flavors. I think the roastiness really plays into good amount enough of coffee and chocolate, and like adding that kind of chocolate product, whatever they do end up adding, generally just like too much. Yeah, too much. And so I like where that's toned in. I would tone down the vanilla a little bit, and in general, it's very good. It's great mouthfeel, wonderful vanilla characters, along with just the addition of vanilla, but from the addition of the barrel, wonderful bourbon notes in this one. You get a thick, rich imperial stout. I mean, if you've tasted Bourbon County, you know what you're up against. You got this really rich char, deep chocolate notes driving in here.
This doesn't taste as burnt, I guess.
No.
It doesn't taste as roasted.
I think it's because the vanilla is rounded it out.
Well, it's almost like a virgin stout, like it just hasn't been like there's just there's a lot of things that we've seen in a lot of stouts recently. Like you mentioned, the chocolate and the heavy roast. Like this is just kind of like this is kind of a timid stout.
The base beer is actually quite intense. It's very Bourbon County-esque, but or Parabola as far as Walker. But it just like some vanilla just sort of rounds out those flavors and kitties it up. Like it really just makes it like desserty. This is not actually like too much of a pastry stout kind of bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. I think a lot of people really want like, oh man, I want to taste a candy bar in here. I want to taste a bowl of ice cream.
Right.
This is not that. It's elegantly put in. Granted, the vanilla is still decently intense. This for me gets a 98. 98. Absolutely fantastic. It's got this nice dry burn character to it. Really well integrated. A little bit hot. I can see that toned down a little bit, but absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Cam. This is absolutely fantastic. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.